there! Welcome to the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. We are your hosts, Denise
and Rexy, and we are recording with special support from Council Member Mark Collier.
And we're broadcasting from our galaxy to yours.
May the force be with you.
Always.
Hello.
And welcome
to the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha.
In a galaxy far, far away. I don't know where I was going with that.
Me neither. I didn't do the normal intro and it threw me all off.
Yeah, it threw me off too.
Okay.
So let's just improvise. And
yeah.
Maybe mix it up and throw phones everywhere.
Let me go.
Alright.
Share the screen.
I was gonna bring my Chromebook so I could share on mine, and I forgot it.
Next time,
we're still working the kinks out, but we're getting better at all of this.
We are. I think we might be working the kinks out for the life of the podcast. So,
it's been going on for
the more we do,
almost 2 years. July will be 2 years since we launched.
Wild.
I know. I'm super excited about it. We're gonna think of something fun for a 2-year anniversary.
Feel like we should do a giveaway for our birthday. Maybe some special guest episodes.
Yeah, that'd be fun to do some guest episodes. I don't know. We're talking this through, but we do have every episode planned through all of next month.
Yes. You're welcome.
I don't think you. So when you sent that to Rexy, it was like, "Hey, group chats. This is what we're doing." I was having a meltdown at work.
Well, I found out later, like your customers were driving me crazy.
I was having a meltdown, and then I saw this. I was like, oh, "Wait a minute." Too much overload. And I was like,
what is happening right now?
Like, what are people doing? Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to anybody.
I had all kinds of dates and information. I was just like info dumping into the chat. I had this all worked out, and I was like, okay, here you go. Blah. And she's like, nope, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Put it in dummy mode.
Put it in dummy mode.
I don't understand a single thing. I don't understand the dates. The dates aren't lining up. The topics aren't lining up.
Now we have it all worked out.
It's on my calendar. So, everyone, welcome.
Hello, whoever is out there. Hi. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, so we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up for May. May 3rd. So we all know on May 3rd.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. We're going to share this because it's like awesome, exciting news.
Hey, Phil.
Hello, Elena. So if I can't see your comments on my phone, it's because you're a little bit of a distance away, and
yeah,
I don't have glasses. But on May 3rd, we all know that Phantom Menace is coming back out to movie theaters for the 25-year anniversary special release.
Yep.
We are doing an event that day.
Yeah, we get to have a booth at Circle Cinema here in Tulsa.
If you are not familiar with it, especially local people to the Tulsa Metro in Oklahoma, I don't know. The light beaming on you because you're so. I was gonna say angelic, but you're really not.
I'm really not. I don't know.
But
sorry, I was distracted.
Circle Cinema is a great local business that
they show a lot of like indie kind of artsy films. They do anniversaries. They do trivia nights.
They also do a lot of like they'll have people come in and like talk about the different indie films and book signings and talks. It's just like great community like theater, and we're so excited that we get to be a part of that. So
yeah, we get to go, we get to hang out. We're gonna be doing some live streaming, interviewing some people, taking pictures, of course.
Yeah, so
it'll be really fun.
It'll be exciting. We also have our normal Friday episode drop that day.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot going on that week.
It's gonna be really fun. And then there's all the May 4th stuff.
Yeah, I'm taking him to
The
the
concert?
concert. Yeah,
Yeah. That's gonna be really fun.
it will be fun. I'll miss some of the Star Wars stuff. I might see if I can do one thing in the morning. But um,
If you get back, I mean, what time is the concert? In the
at
evening or?
7 o'clock at night
Oh, yeah. Okay.
in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
So then a 2-hour drive home afterwards.
Yeah. You won't be doing anything after.
No.
Maybe go to the Great Strikes with us in the morning.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing that. Especially now that I'm not going to be in costume on the 3rd.
Right. Yep.
So we'll see. But if you guys are just now joining us, we got several watchers on
Hey.
Facebook and
Yeah. I don't know who's
YouTube.
there, but hello and thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
If you are, a quick note, if you guys are responding to the video and you're not on Denise's TikTok, it'll be much easier to see your comments and interact with you if you go to the main video.
Then we can see and respond, and we love to share comments onto our live stream on Facebook.
We really like hearing from you guys. Yeah. I mean, we can totally stand here and just talk to each other for an hour, but it's more fun to talk to you guys.
So for today's episode, we are diving into the trailer of Tales of the Empire.
It's very exciting.
So we literally just rewatched it again, and to talk about this trailer, so I never watched Clone Wars. Well, okay,
You watch it in pieces.
I've seen up to like season 2, episode 18, and then I've watched different story arcs to
Yeah.
talk about story arcs on the podcast.
So you've seen a lot of Clone Wars by now.
Still can't get into it. Even like last night when I was watching it, I was just kind of like, But
I
I
watched some really good episodes last night too.
I watched the
It's okay.
entire the whole Ahsoka storyline of her being framed by Barris
Yeah.
and her whole infamous "I'm no Jedi" and then
Mhm.
walks away.
Yep.
Maybe it would have been more impactful had I watched it at the time of, but
Oh, maybe.
everybody throws the whole "I'm no Jedi" like all over the place. It's one
Yeah.
of the most like referenced.
Kind of like
Stories.
hearing, I'm your father.
Yeah.
You don't get to. I mean, you don't get to have a first experience of that movie like that because it's just part of the zeitgeist.
And so it was interesting to see that storyline because when I watched the trailer and I was like, what, Barris? What's going on? Like, I'm like, why is she in jail? Like, why is she like wanting to join forces with the Empire? And I was so confused and I needed an answer.
It makes sense because you go from, hey, I'm training to be a Jedi, to, oh, I am not anything to do with the Jedi, to, now I'm going to join the Empire.
So that's what I found. I found that very interesting because we see this continuously in the Star Wars saga, especially the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
Oh, Elena said, yeah, it was life changing back in the day.
Oh, man, I bet. Yeah.
Um,
I don't think anybody's ever going to get to have that experience again because you just know.
It's all right. Like, we all know Ahsoka's not like my favorite,
Yeah.
but I can respect her. I respect what she did.
She's
I
one
like,
of my favorites.
I like the live action show.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But it was very interesting, this whole like Jedi is corrupting that Barris was thinking. Because she set up that bomb, she framed Ahsoka. And I was just like, why are people always complaining about they paint Jedi as the bad? I'm like, but this thing, people questioning the Jedi's motives have been going on for decades.
Yeah, probably since
Decades.
the start, if I had to guess.
And so it was interesting to see, because I liked, in the few episodes that I watched prior to that, I really liked her.
Yeah.
I liked her character. I liked how refined she was and how very, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Book.
Yeah. Like,
There's probably a single word that works better for that, but
probably. But she seemed
disciplined. She's
to...
very disciplined.
Disciplined,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
That was where she was very disciplined in what the Jedi were supposed to do.
Yeah.
So her seeing this war, and it's not the first Jedi to see the war as the Clone War as the bad thing, and shifting
Question
away
everything.
from what the Jedi are supposed to be. Like, so it doesn't surprise me that she kind of questions it because she was so by the book, and then we have veered off so much to
Right.
working essentially for the government.
And she's
Fighting
like,
the
this
government?
is not what we were supposed to be. So what else are you keeping from us?
Should
What else don't we
she
know?
have framed Ahsoka?
Yeah,
No.
probably not.
she went about it wrong.
Yeah.
You didn't
Her
blow up the
idea
temple.
was in the right place, like but her actions, like the way she carried it out, was just
Right
terrible.
motives, wrong actions.
Yeah, there we go. That's a way better say that.
Right
Wait,
motives,
and a way better say that.
wrong actions. So she gets arrested. Okay.
Yeah.
And then now we see this Tales of the Jedi. She was going to be it's not Tales of the Jedi.
Tales of the Empire.
So Tales of the Jedi focus on Dooku and Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Their stories in the Jedi Order. So this one we have 2 characters being featured, and one of them is Barrett.
Yep.
And so I feel like this is
not one of the first times we see her, but when we see Barris in the cell and what's his face go walk up to the cell.
the Grand Inquisitor.
Yes. We see him go walk up to the cell and basically just be like, we can offer you some new ways to use your powers. And she gets up and she follows him off, and it's just like this ominous feeling.
And this isn't the first time we've seen it though in the Star Wars universe happen like this. Almost, because I have a feeling it's going to have a very similar, like, if you've read Rise of the Red Blade, I have a feeling it's going to be very similar to Iskat. She felt betrayed by the Jedi. She questioned the Jedi. She never felt at home. Different reasons of questioning,
but still questioning,
and then turned to what the Inquisitors had to offer. So that would be interesting to see. And I don't know how far in she's going to get. We see that she does fight the Grand Inquisitor, and then like the final
test she has to pass in that circle. And it looks like it's a ring with like some fire around it, and maybe a pit all the way around.
So they have
She's in the middle.
Fight another Inquisitor. They have to fight the Grand Inquisitor, and then they have to fight Vader. To pledge their allegiance to Vader. So I don't.
And that's when, I mean, if you've read that book, that's when his cat gets her hair chopped off.
Yep. Really dies.
Yeah. Ventress. Now where she gets her hair chopped off?
Ventress never.
No, that's right.
Somebody had an arm chopped off.
Somebody had an arm chopped off. She had her hair chopped off. Apparently 15 minutes.
We had that timer the last time too.
Yep.
But I'm curious to see if she's gonna go full Inquisitor and align herself with Vader. Because if she had issues with the Jedi, I could see her having issues with
the Empire. Yeah. And being more of that, like,
it's more of a morality.
Shin and
Patishin and Balin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can see her being a lot like them in the middle. Oh, okay. Phil says the question is going to be, does she make it far enough to get a sister number?
And that's what we're talking about, because they don't get their number essentially until they pass all those
They
tests.
pass all the tests, but then also can't they like choose to either go by that or take a new name?
They have to go by
just the number.
The number. And the reason was Iskat had issues taking on that number, and it took her a while to embrace her number as a sister.
That's why I was thinking maybe it was.
And that was a lot of internal conflict. And so
But not a choice, just something she had to figure out.
Yeah. And it wasn't until after she had fulfilled her first assignment that she was like, I am. I can't remember the number. 5th? No. I think it was higher up. 9th?
I don't remember either.
I don't
remember.
But, so I'm curious to see if she's going to go full.
I think if she does, it won't be until like the end of the series. I think if she does go that far and actually passes all the tests and decides like, yep, this is what I'm doing, we probably won't get that until the end of the series, or maybe even.
The next thing is the whole series drops in a single day.
Oh, that's so good.
But I think.
Wait a minute though. They
did that with Tales of the Jedi.
They did, but with Tales, it was different stories.
It was all Dooku or Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So this one's going to alternate between Barris and Morgan Lisbon. So we'll probably have.
And then we'll also get to see how they come together.
They don't come together. They don't. Dooku and Ahsoka never came together. I don't think Morgan.
I thought Morgan and Barris. God, I saw them walk together.
No. There was a shot with her walking with the third sister.
Okay.
and that might have been
Maybe that.
what you saw because she had like a cowl on.
Yeah,
That
like a
makes
really
yeah.
brief shot in a hallway. You could just barely see a little bit of the green.
She's the third sister.
Oh, okay. Jasmine, I low-key think Vader's gonna take out his anger on her for what she did to Ahsoka, and she's gonna die.
Vader takes his anger out on every single Inquisitor.
That's true. That's true. But he kind of holds back because he's not. He could absolutely kill every single one of them. He wants to know that they can figure out their way out of a bind, and that's why Iskat only got her hair chopped off and got really fluffed up.
She was really resourceful, and she like was
Yeah.
with the
But I
dark
think
side.
that's what I mean. I think that's like what he looks for, and it's like if you have these, cool. If not, I'm like,
It'll be very interesting to see.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
Helena, I'm excited about Morgan too. We're going to talk about her here in a second.
Yep.
I don't know.
I wonder. Yeah, I always wonder about Vader because it's like we never know. Like every once in a while, there's a weird flash of what used to be in it.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Most of the time, like it's Vader, Vader, Vader. But every once in a while, so I wonder if anything, it might be Snips. You know, it's either Snips or Obi-Wan that are ever going to be the things that pull the emotions.
Yeah. I don't know. So, prediction, do you think she's going to turn full Inquisitor? I
Don't think so. I think she's gonna get really far, and then she's gonna be like, "No, I don't want to be an Inquisitor. I don't want to be a Jedi."
She's either going to flee and go into hiding, or she's going to meet her end by Vader.
Ooh, I could see that. I could definitely see, yeah, her getting that far and then getting to Vader and realizing like this is not, and then Vader kills her, and that's the end of Tales. I could see that too.
I could see either one of those two.
Either that, or yeah, going off and kind of being like Balin.
Battery saver is on.
All right, you hang out with our friends, and I'm gonna go.
So it's very curious. I'm curious to see if we're going to get some of the relationships similar to this cat story from Rise of the Red Blade. If you have not read Rise of the Red Blade, I highly, highly recommend it. It is probably one of the best books that have come out here in the last maybe year or two. It gets very deep. It really makes you question the Jedi. And do you want to support them? Do you not want to support them? But with that said, and now that Rexy's back,
I think, okay, I just came in on a little bit of that, but I know we've talked about this a lot, like the constant questioning of the Jedi. I think we will never stop that because they just seem to have this demeanor about them that's like kind of smug, like we are better, we are the only right way.
especially in that era, like
Yeah.
that time era.
Yeah,
So.
it makes me very. I mean, it's so easy to question them because they're not doing what they are setting out to do, and they're still holding themselves up to this like really high
Yeah.
standard, not only to themselves but making it very known in public to other people too. And I mean, you encounter people like that, and you're automatically like, but what's under that? Like, there's more than just what this shiny thing is that you're putting out. There's more than the perfection that you guys are
It's
trying.
almost like they have a lost sense of reality with the comments.
Yeah, like,
And now politicians.
yeah.
Anyways,
And guess who turns into a bunch of politicians? The Jedi and the Empire.
will have any mentions I think they will have mentioned the path in the Tales of the Jedi. That is
Oh, I think so too.
where they hide all the Jedi. I think so, especially with the Inquisitors.
They're hunting them. I mean, that's their job now. So I think we're gonna have to keep learning more about the path because I think it's gonna keep showing up.
I honestly thought at this point we would have heard something in Bad Batch about the path.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
That was my one prediction.
We got
We're gonna
like
get the path story in Bad Batch. Granted, we have 2 more episodes, but I don't
But
think
that's
we're
it.
gonna. I don't think we're.
I don't think we are either.
That makes me so sad. But yeah, thanks for joining us, Josh. Named Josh.
Hey Josh, how's it going?
So
For anybody who is aware, he wrote our bed music.
not that Josh.
Oh.
Different Josh.
Oh.
He actually has his Mando pretty much built. Blue, orange. Finn.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that.
Joshua.
Well, we have 2 Mando Joshes.
Okay, so Morgan.
Yeah.
Elspeth. Okay.
We get to see. Okay, so I think my first introduction to Morgan was in Ahsoka when we see her being. Or no, Clone
We
Wars.
have that.
Was it- wasn't there?
I don't think so. Oh, dang it. Okay, we need to look this up because I am like 95% sure that Morgan
Was her first appearance in?
Star Wars. No, it was Mandalorian. She fights Ahsoka in the Mandalorian season 2 because Cara Dune was still part of Mandalorian at this point.
Wait, picture, and then sure my memory will be jogged.
Hold on, I just need to. Appearances. Yeah, her first appearance was in Chapter 13, The Jedi. And that was when they also introduced Ahsoka in The Mandalorian. We're on that planet, and he was trying to help them, and that's where he gets the Beskar spear.
Oh, yes.
He fights her.
Yes, he gets it from her.
And she was like...
Because she had it from... Oh, Fluff. She had it made, right? Or somebody in her...
We don't know. Because that was our very first introduction to Morgan. Like, she had never been mentioned anywhere else. But that is also where we got the first name drop of Thrawn.
Yeah. That's when we started being like, okay, Thrawn's coming. He's coming. When is he gonna get here?
But yeah, so Morgan was this, and then she was in Ahsoka. We learned there that she was a Night Sister.
Yeah.
We didn't know that until the Ahsoka show.
Mm-hmm. Because then we see her in her Night Sister thing.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder too. Like, she doesn't look as Dathomirian.
She doesn't.
As the Night Sisters that we are accustomed to in the Clone Wars, and we don't see any Rebels, do we? I don't think so. Because they all like die off in Clone Wars by
It was so
Grievous.
long ago that I watched Rebels. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But yeah, Grievous put an end to
Chris.
that line pretty much. Hey Chris, how's it going?
Yep, Mando with the spear.
Yep. So yeah, so I wonder if we'll find out a little bit more about how she got that weapon. Like, I wonder if it's something she's had for a long time.
I don't know, but watching the trailer, we know that she like fights Grievous. So we know.
Yeah, we know that.
She's been fighting this battle with the Night Sisters for quite a while, and her weapons she has that are like, what are they called?
I don't know. They come apart.
Well, they have that. It almost looks like, I don't know what they're called.
If anybody knows what they're called, please help us out,
Weapons,
because I have no idea.
Because she uses those to block Grievous while she's fighting Grievous, which I'm super excited about seeing
Oh
Grievous.
man,
Like, I wasn't expecting us.
those battles are always amazing.
Okay, Night Sister
Night
Ghost.
Sister
and
Ghost.
Weapons, and
Okay.
that makes sense because they were all killed during the battle to get Grievous and Dooku and to support Ventress.
Yep.
When she came with that whole storyline.
Yep. And then they were all wiped out.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And we know that their ghosts stuck around. Because they were used, they were raised.
For the ghosts, the ones that raised Ventress. I was hoping we would have got
Maybe.
that story too.
I
and
want to know more about that too. Yeah, like, okay, we know she died, we know she came back. How? There are, I've seen some theories. Huh?
Compass. P-O-N-S-A-S.
Those are the weapons? I can't read it.
You can't either.
The
Languages are so bad. P-O-N-S-A-S.
Compass.
You said I think so. Okay.
I think so.
We're putting
Well, thank
all
you.
of this on you, Joshua.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. If we're wrong, blame Joshua.
Yeah.
It's don't blame Joshua. Leave him alone. He's very nice.
But it's gonna be interesting to see like her whole story.
Yeah.
With the Night Sisters and how like connected she is with that because
I love getting more background about the Night Sisters too. Anything we can get more of their story, I'm excited about.
She just looks so much more humanoid than ever.
She does. And the Night Sisters all have this kind of certain, like, kind of grayish, right? They're kind of gray and.
She has very minimal markings too. But so I want to know
I
that.
wonder if she was adopted in, if they found her.
Or did some of them leave and maybe
Oh yeah, had
start
children
families with like more
which
of
would
a
make her, like,
humanoid sentient part?
Night Sister. So I wonder how that would affect her powers.
I'm very interested to see what caused her to get so angry, especially it might be more towards the separatists possibly to join allegiances with Thrawn. We see her pledging her life to Thrawn. Why?
Right.
I want to know what made her so ticked.
Because there's something that she's gonna be like, yeah, you're my enemy, but I'll help you. We'll work together. Like, because they're not friends with the Empire. They're not friends with the Jedi. They're not really friends with anybody except
do their own
themselves.
thing.
Yeah.
And,
So to have them team up is that's a
well, it
big
makes sense
thing.
because now we know in Ahsoka she goes back. So they go to this distant galaxy, and she finds more Dathomirian Night Sisters. Well, not Dathomirian, but Night Sisters.
Yeah.
Another planet full of Night Sisters. So that could have just been her way to get back in touch with different ancestors. I almost said ancestors.
it's close. Ancestors. Ancestors can get you to ancestors. I think. Just say it enough.
Also, the difference between male and female, and the difference between Jedi and Dathomirian and Maul. Yeah, there's so many. That's right.
Yep, because the brothers look
Different. And
way
yeah,
different from the Night Sisters.
I don't know. It's interesting. I want more.
I do too. I want to know more about them. I want to know the gap from Ventress from when she died, when she was resurrected, and I want to know like little Morgan's story.
I don't think we're gonna get little, but I think we might get like teenage.
Anything before she
younger?
got to this point, just to figure out like what were your motivations, what did you do to get here?
Because basing on how she looked age-wise, like I'm guessing she may have been late teens, early 20s.
Yeah, in the show.
And the time the Night Sisters. Yep. See, everybody's talking about Night Sisters and the Dathomirian males. Like,
you already did it. Sorry.
It'd be interesting to see if they touch base on that.
I think they have to. They're going to be talking so much about.
They don't have to.
Well, they could also just be focusing really on
Just for
Morgan and Barriss.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's going to be, unless.
In that case, we probably won't get a ton more Night Sister lore. But I bet we'll still get some. I mean,
we'll
like,
get some,
I don't think we can
but
get
not a
their
lot.
stories.
Okay, so Elena's history thinks the magic alters their appearance. Oh, that's
You think, like, the more they use it, the more they're altered?
possibly. The closer they are to their home world, that also
that
alters
may be
their
too.
appearance as well.
Since she's been away for so long.
And because their planet is so embedded with this magic, like
their Night Sister magic is part of the earth, part of the tree, like everything there.
So I could see that potentially altering their appearance.
The longer you get away, maybe.
Theory.
I wonder if your powers lessen a little bit. Like, maybe not your force sensitivity and your actual abilities and your skills, but I wonder if your magic
And say
lessens
maybe
a bit as you get
it's not
far
as,
away.
You have to focus in or hone in on your magic more, being further away from your home world.
It's not quite
it's,
such an easy connection. Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't want to find out more about this
Oh,
stuff.
come on, Disney and Lucasfilm.
I wonder
like, we need more.
If that is a thing, then that might have been her reason for wanting, like, that Beskar spear. You know, if she's having trouble maybe fighting some of her battles, if she's having to try really hard, maybe she wanted an extra, like, you can't beat this thing.
This is very
And then
true.
somehow got a hold of it. I don't know how she got the spear.
You're so hung up on the spear. You're like, I need the spear.
I do.
Give me the spear.
I need it.
I could care less about the spear. I just want to know about her other weapons that she had. But I want to know.
The tonfas. I like the tonfas and I like the spear. Yep.
Maybe I'll make it those for my new Mando that I'm working on.
Oh my
I thought about doing almost like a spear
Like a
type.
spear, yeah.
I want to throw it at people. I'm not gonna throw it at people.
Oh, she'll absolutely stab her fellow customers with it, though. I guarantee it.
Especially if they're Jawas.
Kevin, look out.
Kevin, yes, I'm coming for you. Okay, side note, Kevin, one of our Patreon supporters and good friend.
Love you, Kevin.
I got him reading. We're reading like the High Republic together.
Yeah?
So we're both in the same book. And we're
nice. That's fun.
I'm like, here, this is how you get to listen to it also. He's like, awesome. And so like talking about the different characters. Like,
Nice.
I'm obsessed. Becoming so obsessed with the High Republic.
So I have a lot of catching up to do. I think I'm probably several books behind you. Right
No,
now.
well, like I said, we're only in the first book. He didn't read the Young Reader book, Test of Courage, which do not pass up the Young Reader.
I want to read them. I
They're
definitely
so
want to
much
read them.
fun. But we're reading the first young adult, Into the Dark,
Okay.
written by Claudia Gray.
I love her. How many books behind am I? Okay. So I could catch up pretty quick.
It's the third book that I'm reading.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you finished Light of the Jedi?
No. So like when I listen to audiobooks, there are definitely times that I have to rewind it. And rewinding it makes me run out of time. So now I'm gonna have to use an Audible credit so I can go get it again.
Oh, no. Okay. Anybody listening to, if you like to audio, it's an app called Libby, Labby.
Oh yeah, library books.
That's how I'm listening to Into the
They're
Dark.
on it? Oh, that's rad. Is
That's
Light of the
how I'm
Jedi on there too?
Probably if the young adult one is.
That's super cool. Okay.
'Cause that's how I'm listening to it.
That's really happy. I'm gonna look.
Um,
I'm gonna look. I have Libby on my phone.
Yes.
I didn't think to look for Star Wars books.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to start it over. I got to about halfway through and then I was like, oh, I don't remember what's going on, so I rewound it and then I ran out of time.
That had to be the last book too.
No, it's the ADHD. Like, I love audiobooks and podcasts, but I have to rewind because I will find myself just like mentally wandering away and coming back to me like I don't know what's going on
I'll
at all.
listen to it at work, and then like things will get all crazy, and I'm like putting in orders, responding to emails, and then I'm like, wait, what am I listening to?
Yes,
And then I'm like, all right, let's go back like 30 minutes.
but you don't run out of time.
I don't really use the Spotify one.
Oh yeah, you're pretty much
Matt
all
and
Libby
I
now.
have, we get so many credits a month on Audible because we both like to download.
Oh, okay.
We pay for it.
I have an Audible subscription, but I only get like one a month.
I don't know if we have one or two.
I think I've got 3 hanging out in my.
Remember, I had a whole bunch, and then Matt used them to download all this. I wasn't so stupid.
Yep.
I'm not going to download all the Harry Potter books that he took a month to listen to, and I'm like, why did you download
You could have done
all
them
the
one at
same
a time. Yep. 'Cause then you were like, I don't have any credits. I can't look up anything.
It's a very upset wife. So, okay, we dove in. Morgan, Lisbon. Do you have any
Outlaws.
predictions about Morgan? Lisbon?
About Morgan, I
don't really have any.
I don't know. I don't know if I have any predictions because we know where she ends up eventually.
Yeah, I think it'll just be interesting to see her story unfold.
I think so too.
Outlaws, video game.
Yeah.
Dude,
I've never played any of the games, but it makes me so excited.
the drama around this game is
Over the character.
okay. It's character's not sexy enough. It's a female character. We got the pricing point, which starts off I think at 75, and then they have the gold pass. So 75 gets the base game.
Okay.
$100 for the gold pass gets the base game and the DLC content.
Okay.
And then like 120 gets you the game, DLC content, and extra games.
Okay.
So the 75, $80 is pretty on par for the cost of the video game.
Yeah.
So
I think I spent 70 when I bought Skyrim.
Hey Kevin!
Kevin!
We were just talking about you
Yeah.
and our High Republic journey. Yeah. And how we are sharing this, we are bonding over the High Republic, and it's great. But
So Outlaws.
Outlaws. So the price point is pretty common. I think it's stupid that they're immediately going to have DLC content, which is like extra quests and
Okay.
extra storyline. Which the Jabba the Hutt storyline is apparently part of the DLC,
Okay.
not the normal missions. So
Okay.
that's kind of stuff.
So you know, like, that's what people are really going to want to play that too, which is they are business.
I think it's really cool, and I think it's very refreshing that one is a woman-led character. Yes, there have been women characters in other Star Wars games, but they were not the primary lead character. They were secondary. And also, it's not a Sith or an Empire or a Jedi. It is a smuggler. I want to be smugglers. Like,
It's gonna be so fun.
also, yes,
And she's not a like sex appeal part of the game.
and
That's
that's
not
what
like
people are complaining
I
about. She's
know,
not
but
sexy enough.
screw them. Like she doesn't have to be. People go all up in arms about us with like Last of Us when one of the characters wasn't pretty enough for the dudes out there. They got really mad about it. I'm like, listen, if you absolutely have to be like attracted to your video game characters, there's nothing any of us can do to help you.
I don't know.
Nothing. So
I
I can
just wanna be a
scream into the
smuggler.
void, but like I'm excited about it because she's probably not going to end up being like tipped with anybody. We're probably just going to get to have her
People
being
are
an
so
awesome.
weird. Yes, I even seen
Yeah.
comments like video games are for girls. So many women play video games.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be such a hardcore World of Warcraft player.
Girl,
where
same.
I
Yes.
was sought out to be healers in 10-man and 25-man raids. Like, because I was known for healing on my server. Like, we
And guess
love-
what? Denise is a woman. Shocker, right?
Sometimes it weird people out when they hear me talk. I'm like, hey guys, being my old peppy self. Let's get rid of it. Like, it's just-
It's amazing.
Also, when I used to play, people would get weirded out too when I used to play Star Wars Galaxy. There's a throwback game, if anybody. That was 2000. When did I play that? 5? 6? Like
Okay.
on PC, like Star Wars
Oh, dang.
Galaxies.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a throwback. I played Knights of the Old Republic.
Bill says, wasn't Battlefront 2 primary thrill?
Yeah, she was one of the main characters as well. Because I've seen a lot of people bring her up as well. I don't remember playing the storyline for Battlefront 2. I played the classic Battlefront, and I loved getting into like groups, the 60-man groups, and battling it out. That was like my.
Okay.
I loved that part of the game. I didn't play the storyline for it too.
I've never played any of them. Yeah.
Gatekeeping has gotten way out of control, Phil. I 100, 200, 10,000 times
Yes.
agree. But
Gatekeeping shouldn't be a thing at all. Like,
but the thing is, it's a very small, minute amount of people
It
that
is.
do it.
They're
They're
just
just
loud.
loud.
yeah, they're
They're
loud.
really loud.
So, that's, we're trying to be loud in answer to that because we just here for Star Wars.
I love Star Wars, but I'm super excited to be a smuggler. I just want to be a smuggler. Yes, Porter Cable is his.
I'll get there.
Okay,
I'll get
he's
there. I gotta catch
in
up.
Light of the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Although I don't think he's in the part 3. So
Okay.
yeah,
I'll get
part
there.
3.
I'm trying to catch up, but I'm only like halfway through Light of the Jedi.
So right. You're gonna love Porter.
I'm very excited.
I keep
Right
reading
now,
her.
I freaking love the main bad guy. This isn't the book test. We won't get too far into that, but
Oh, the Nile. Marsha on Will.
yeah, brutal but amazing.
As I've gotten older, I've found more baddies than I do. And I'm like, so good.
Yeah, me too. Me too. They're exciting.
It's just weird. Like, maybe because I relate to them more. Because I get so angry about, like, I'm not angry. I get very passionate about, like, worldview topics and
Yeah.
work. And I just can kind of see where they just get so fed up and so done with things. And that's where I think I love Dooku so much.
Oh,
is he just
absolutely.
was so done with how the Jedi were handling things.
He was like,
Like-
I'm gonna do it myself. He
I
didn't
get it,
set
me
out
too.
to be like a monster. He was trying to fix things. He was trying to fix it. And that's a story we see over and over and over.
Right motives,
And
wrong
that
actions.
And that is very much like for both sides. We see people on both sides of this
Mhm.
deciding they're fed up with the Empire, they're fed up with the Jedi, they're gonna go off and try to fix it. And how mirroring real life is that in our own politics? Like, people are fed up with the Democrats, they're fed up with the Republicans. We'd really like a better option. So,
Yeah,
you
it
know,
just,
I mean, you get it. You get why people get so angry.
and just seeing it come out and unfold on paper and on audio, not audio, movie shows, like,
Mhm.
and that's what's kind of like I like about a lot of this new Star Wars stuff. Is it's not so like good and evil. There's kind of this whole like moral gray area that I feel like is making it so easy to relate to some of these characters and storylines.
Because
Like,
they're human. Yeah. They're like human, but they're like human or aliens or whatever they are. They have sentient emotions and they have relatable problems that they have to solve.
yes, I have read Dooku Jedi, the Jedi last Jedi Lost. There we go. Dooku Jedi Lost. Yes, I have read it. We actually talked about that. Not on here, but we talked about it. Okay, Patreon plug right now. We do a Women of Star Wars monthly episode. You all are Patreon members, and we talked about Dooku and kind of his upbringing and his childhood and learning about his family and
That was one of our exclusives, right?
yeah, we go way off.
Yeah. It was good though.
So we talked about that. It's a very good read. It's not a normal book. It was actually an audio drama.
Oh, okay.
And it's him, and it's also when he first brings on Ventress as a
that's cool.
staff and apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really good. So good.
Kevin says the thing I'm loving so far with the High Republic series is it shows more background of the characters.
We're also learning more about the force powers that they use and how they describe it. Like we see like how they empaths. We got people who are very good with them. My brain just stopped working.
That's okay. We can talk about something else.
But we can see more of their powers.
Yeah,
healing,
I get it. You're getting
and
even more of the story, right?
And it's
Filling
nice.
in more blanks.
It's not just, hey, we're Jedi, we fight with lightsabers, but hey, we're Jedi, then we also have these powers and abilities to help the people. There we go.
That's cool to find out. Okay. Get to find out more.
Really get there, yeah. So, one of the characters you're going to love.
I'm excited.
Ooh, Baraga!
Oh my gosh, I love Baraga.
Later this month, you guys.
Love him.
We are talking about Light of the Jedi.
Yes. So if you'd like to join us for that, we are going to do that on April...
Is it next Thursday?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Whatever next Wednesday is. Next Wednesday, we are going to do a live discussion of Light of the Jedi.
Because I'm obsessed and then that becomes like Star Wars.
That's okay. I'm just not there yet. I've got like
No, you're not.
I've got like a pinky wet, and then I was like a pool. And they were like, "Sorry, you're gonna have to find a different pool if you want to go swimming."
But yeah, back to Outlaws. I'm excited to play Smuggler. I want to go and steal things, blow things up, and be awesome.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
But yeah, so that'll be a fun game. I don't know if I'm going to buy it as soon as it comes out. Because lately, I feel like a lot of games, as soon as they release, there's so many bugs, and then they have these major like updates.
You wait a month or two, and then they'll have.
That will happen with Battlefront, the classic Battlefront.
Oh.
It dropped, and it.
Oh no.
So
all kinds of problems and stuff. And Kevin says you got mine touched. I love that. I caught that in there somewhere too, and I love the phrasing for that even changed.
Yeah.
Yep. I like that. We'll hit that next Wednesday.
But yeah, so this was fun. I'm super excited to play. I keep wanting to say Jedi, but it's
Tales of the Empire.
Do you know why I think I keep doing that? Well, first season like that, but they announced that Celebration a season 2, and then they ended up changing it to Tales of the Empire. Which, what other tales would you like to see? I would like to see Tales of the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Tales of the Night Sisters.
Oh my gosh, please. Tales of... Or like going back into like the categories we already have. I would love to see Qui-Gon. I would love to see a Tales for Qui-Gon. I think a Tales for Yoda would be really interesting too.
What else could we do? Tales of the Pirates featuring Maz.
Tales of the Smugglers.
Smugglers, yeah. There's so many things they can do with these like storylines and features.
Smugglers are just so... I mean, we made a whole game campaign around us being smugglers.
Tales of the Droids.
Droids. Oh yes, yes. Tales of the Droids. Tales of the
L3, L3 and K2.
Oh man, that would be such a fun episode. And R2 and Chopper. Tales of the Twilight.
Okay. So there is this droid.
If we did Tales of the Twilight, we could get that the one angry dude that always stands behind the Emperor. He's got the two. I know. But we could have a story about him. I can't remember what his name is.
Boba Fitona. Yes.
Fortuna. Bib Fortuna.
There we go.
Yes. Yes. I would like to know more about him.
We were slowly getting there. Ooh, Tales of
the Rex. Kevin.
going to punch you
Listen,
the next time we
no.
see you.
No.
Old Republic, yes.
Oh, yeah. Phil says war crimes for everyone. So Tales of Chopper. Tales of Chopper and R2. I would like to put them together.
Tales of the Inquisitors. Tales of the Hutt.
Yeah, because we don't know enough.
Tales of the Crimson Dawn. I was gonna say. I need more Kira.
Tales of the White Worm, Tales of the Crimson Dawn, or like, okay, so that's what Tales of the what are they called? Tales of the underboss? No, Tales of the mob bosses, Tales of the crime bosses.
But you can do each
Tales of the crime syndicates.
Each crime syndicate.
They get their own. Okay.
Crimson Dawn, the White Worms, the Pike. What's the fifth one? Golden something. There's 5 major.
I keep wanting to say Golden Dawn, but that's not Star Wars.
Major crime syndicates.
White Worm, Crimson Dawn.
Tales of the Path. The pathway to free the Jedi.
Yes, because then we would learn so much.
Oh, we could probably get Voss.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be so much fun.
Oh my gosh. Tales of the Underworld. Yes. Yes. Oh.
Yeah, I like it. There's so many. So yeah, Disney, if you're listening.
There's so many ways you can make new seasons of different
So
tales
many.
of the whatever.
Yeah. And there's lots of people we want to know about.
We just elaborate on that like little subsection of like how the whole.
That'd be really fun.
Tales of the Separatists.
Ooh, yeah. Tales of the Clones.
Yeah. Tales of the Spice Trade. Kevin.
R2 and his drunk uncle.
He led the droid spy network. That would be cool to feature and talk about the droid spy network during the rebellion.
Incredible.
Not R2, 3PO did that.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yes, I can't stand 3PO. Pio, 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 Pio.
Dang, I saw R2.
Oh,
I thought R2 ran the.
No, it was 3PO. He ran the what's the little Andrillian? Babu Frick?
Anzellan.
Anzellan, there you go.
Anzellan.
Yeah. Those are the droid smiths. You can do Anzellans and Ugnaughts.
Oh, that would be so cool. Find out like how are they so good at this? Where did they start? Where'd they come from?
Yes.
We could keep doing this all night.
Oh, we can make this a game.
We could.
Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, it is getting late.
Yeah, you're gonna get back to your kiddo, I think.
Make sure we ate dinner.
That's good. Yep. I'm also getting hungry. I think I'm about ready for dinner.
But that one mouse droid story.
That one mouse droid story was terrible.
Which mouse droid story? Kevin?
Yeah, I don't remember which one.
Kevin, you're causing all kinds of confusion.
Kevin says goodnight.
Yes, good night, Kevin.
But what are you talking about?
Kevin being Kevin. So join us next week as we talk about Flight of the Jedi and all that glorious
High Republic.
High
Just
Republic
goodness that we are getting into.
Yes. And so the book.
Star Wars Tales book. I've never read that.
Is that one of those from point of view books, Kevin?
Oh, like from a certain point of view?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we gotta get going.
So from our galaxy to yours.
May the force be with you.
Always. And thank you everybody who joined us.
Yes, thank you so much. Follow us on social media. You'll know what we're up to and where we're gonna be.